And so with that, I got to say, it's been a while since a show from right out the gate made me go, what the hell did I just see? And you already had a pretty high bar to set coming off of that season 2 cliffhanger. So what was it like for you coming into this new season and working with the writer's room?
Well, we wanted to have a big bang for the opening, and we had this great moment of Diego's hallucination, caused by Jamie, played by Cassie David. So it was a lot of fun for me to think, what would Diego's hallucination be? And I just came up, I thought it was just absurd that he'd come up with Footloose. So we just had a great fun talking about that. And I thought, though, can the actors, would they be able to do that? And to their credit, through COVID lockdown and quarantines, they learned that dance with a choreographer. They practiced it, and they had no dance doubles. That was all of them the whole time. And then I thought, once you get through that, and which is just a hallucination, then you need the action actually of the real moment, and we get into a big fist fight between superheroes.
Yeah, and it's a pretty exciting one to say the least.
Right. Great.
So obviously there's the wealth of source material to draw from the graphic novels, but what was it like really trying to find the next big threat for this season from both your own mind as well as the material?
Well, it's great. Being close with Gerard and Gabriel is obviously just a wonderful bonus. So I get to talk with Gerard. He's a very busy guy. He's on tour right now, but we find time to talk about where they plan to go with the graphic novel. And, Gerard and Gabriel have thought ahead a long way. I think they could have 10 or 12 different more volumes coming down the future long after I think our show's gone. But we're very, very good with each other, where we've come to the conclusion that both the show and the comic can coexist, and they're now become symbiotic, where, sometimes we influence something. I mean, obviously I use all their source material as a springboard and an inspiration for what we do, but they don't always have to be the same. But, it's nice to sort of know their roadmap, because obviously I love the graphic novel fans, and I want to continue to be true to some of the things. Some of it just doesn't translate either because we can't afford it, or it's so over the top. I don't know how we would do it. And a lot of the storytelling is non-linear. So that's always a challenge. But, being good friends with them is just such an advantage in sitting down and talking creative.
So since you do mention the two coexisting alongside each other, I'm curious, do you have an end in mind for this show, or do you think that as long as the comics continue, it could continue?
I think the show would probably end before the graphic novels for a variety of reasons. One is the graphic novels, take quite a bit of time depending on Gerard and Gabriel's schedule. They're both very famous people in their own right, so they're working at a different pace. Look, I'd love to have many, many more seasons of Umbrella Academy, but I do have an ending in my mind that I would like to end the season at eventually. And it may not, obviously I'd want Gerard's blessing, Gabriel's blessing, but I think they're going to go further than we ever will be able to in terms of the TV show.
Well, I'm certainly hoping for more. Have you heard, I was going to say, have you had talks with Netflix and the producers at all about season 4 yet?
Well, all I can say is I know what season 4 is, but we haven't been picked up yet. Our fingers are crossed. We hope to be picked up, but we'll have to wait and see like everybody else.
Have you seen some of the early reception from critics so far for this season?
Yes, we just started to get to see some just in the last day, and so far it's been great. It's been very, very positive. I'm proud to say a lot of people feel it's our best season yet. So that makes myself and the writers and the other producers, we're all kind of grinning from ear to ear when we read that.
Well, I think audiences are going to love it just as much as the critics are when it finally comes out. I know I'm looking forward to finishing the season today. So thank you, Steve, so much for taking the time to chat. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks for talking to me. Have a good day.